Have spoken when a decision might be made on West Fargo students returning to the classroom.
Dramatic video of a hunter rescued from a Minnesota lake.
Plus, local musicians remember Eddie Van Halen. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
New at 10 tonight, nearly 80% of West Fargo parents who responded to a survey by the school district say they want their kids to spend more time in the classroom.
Valley News team Stacy Van Dyke joins us now in the studio with when the school may put these numbers into action. Stacy?
Mike, Andrea, the survey doesn't close until noon tomorrow, but already nearly 3,000 parents have responded. The online survey was sent last Thursday to parents of elementary-age students in the West Fargo Public School District. These students are currently in a hybrid model, attending in-person school 2 days each week. 17% of parents say they hope to remain in that hybrid model. 7% prefer a fully virtual option, while a whopping 76% of parents who responded say they'd like their children to attend as many on-site days as possible. The school board will consider a change to the district's Return to Learn plan next Monday, October 12th. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Stacy. More than 200 students and staff are currently out on COVID-related quarantine.
Some West Fargo residents say the city is overcharging them for water usage. Several people living in the Brooks Harbor neighborhood contacted our Whistleblower Hotline, saying their water bills range from $260 to more than $500 a month. They say there's no way they use 20 to 75,000 gallons of water.
My eyes lit up pretty good. Then I was kind of pissed off because we did stop watering our lawn because last month we were watering, had a high bill.
Jones says that he usually pays $120 a month for water. The city of West Fargo told us that fees for water went up in July to cover increased costs. The new water rates are $7.25 a month for residential customers, plus a monthly usage charge of $7 per 1,000 gallons. And if you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, here's some advice. Call our Whistleblower Hotline. The phone number is right there on your screen, 701-237-6576. Call that number and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
With the North Dakota legislative session a few months away, a new state ethics commission is looking to other states for advice on what to do if there are conflicts of interest. Their idea is that if a bill is brought to the floor and a lawmaker's industry is directly affected by it, that lawmaker would not be allowed to debate or vote on the bill. But some lawmakers say there's a line between conflicts of interest and necessary insight.
People that are in the industry have a lot of knowledge to bring to that, that certain bill or whatever, so I would hope that their input would be valuable.
North Dakota has not yet approved the rules. They're already being used in other states like Nevada, Texas, and Montana.
An unflinching champion for North Dakota. That's what Governor Doug Burgum says tonight of former U.S. Senator Mark Andrews. The longtime lawmaker died on Saturday at the age of 94. Andrews was the first to be elected in Congress in 1963. He was re-elected 8 times to the U.S. House. He later spent 7 years in the U.S. Senate. U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer says that Mark Andrews was a giant and a political force. Due to the pandemic, there will be a private family service. It'll be both simulcast and available for later viewing. You can find a link on the website of Hanson Runsvold Funeral Home.
No surprise in that Eddie Van Halen is being remembered tonight as one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Van Halen, who was part of one of the biggest rock bands in the late 70s and 80s, has died of cancer at age 65. Valley News team's Courtney Lockie talked with local musicians who say Van Halen was more than just good.
Eddie Van Halen was an icon. There's so many amazing guitar players, but you think back into the late 70s and you had Jimi Hendrix was his predecessor, and then Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page and players like that. But Eddie changed the game for all of us.
To music fans like Steve Stein, Eddie Van Halen was nothing short of a musical genius. Stein not only has performed his music, he's tried to pass along the love of guitar to others.
He was an innovator. Every kid on the block wanted to be able to play like Eddie Van Halen.
Rick Schroeder, who also has made a career out of music, was somewhat shocked to learn of Van Halen's death.
Another one bites the dust. He's in the top 10 of history's best guitar players.
For these musicians, they have had a lasting appreciation for the incredible talent that Eddie Van Halen had and his wildly successful career. Can you play Eddie Van Halen?
Yeah, we can throw out a couple licks here if I had.
He did a lot of hammer-ons and pulls up. I can't do them.
Stein and Schroeder saying Van Halen's unique style is what separated him from the rest.
His playing style was so unique, and his impact not only on guitar playing, but his songwriting skills were amazing.
Rolling Stone listed Eddie Van Halen at number 8 on its list of 100 greatest guitarists of all time. For these two, and many, many other fans, it's probably closer to number 1. In the Valley, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
And we're asking you to join the conversation on our Facebook page. Go to Valley News Live and share who you think are among the greatest guitarists of all time.
Clearing up some space and helping homeless animals at the same time. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, you can bring unwanted electronic devices to the Ramada Fargo parking lot. TVs aren't accepted, but you can bring pretty much any other device, from computers and printers to copiers, fax machines, phones, and video game consoles. Schools and businesses are welcome to bring items as well. $5 for each item collected will be donated to Homeward Animal Shelter. President Donald Trump says he's doing well as he continues to recover from COVID-19. Today's first full day back at the White House was eventful, highlighted by his intervention in the high-stakes stimulus talks on Capitol Hill. Deborah Alfarone has more from the White House.
A day after making a dramatic return to the White House, President Trump took to Twitter to declare that he's feeling great and looking forward to next week's debate with Joe Biden. Biden says President Trump needs to be virus-free before their next debate.
I'm looking forward to being able to debate him. I think if he still has COVID, we shouldn't have a debate.
On Tuesday, the president's doctor released a brief update on his condition, saying only that the president's vital signs were stable and that he reported feeling no symptoms.
The president's improving dramatically and quickly, but listen, we understand he's not out of the woods. He's continuing to be monitored by his doctor and medical team.
In another tweet, President Trump called off talks with Democrats on a new coronavirus relief bill. The president said negotiations could resume after Election Day.
President Trump's announcement came shortly after Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell warned that insufficient government aid could trigger a deep recession.
The Biden campaign issued a statement condemning the move, accusing the president of ignoring the financial effect of the pandemic on ordinary Americans.
We cannot and will not accept an economic equation that only favors those who've already got it made.
Meanwhile, the COVID-19 outbreak connected to the White House continues to grow. On Tuesday, presidential advisor Stephen Miller became the latest administration official to test positive. Vice President Pence and Senator Kamala Harris have both tested negative ahead of their Wednesday night debate. As a precaution against the virus, plexiglass barriers will be in place on the stage around Senator Harris and the debate moderator. The vice president refused to use the barriers. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And the one and only vice presidential debate will get underway on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Still ahead tonight, the dramatic rescue of a Minnesota hunter after he clung to his boat for several hours.
But first, Nathan joins us with a look at your forecast. It's coming up right after this break.